Hey YouTube, I'm here live for our Walmart Wednesday with Reno and Heather. And today we're going to talk about continuing my journey, their journeys on Walmart. Why was that going on? I don't know if you guys heard that echo, but it had just echoed. Um, so today I wanted to share that Heather and Reno joined me. We did a kind of a live hangout, and they both helped guide me on how to create a Walmart listing. So, Walmart, like Amazon, you can create your own listings or you can sell on existing listings in Walmart's catalog, the same as Amazon. But coming from Amazon, I had a lot of my own items that don't exist on Walmart. So I wanted to start off my first week on Walmart knocking out getting these listings done so they're there in place and it's over with. And then I can start doing retail arbitrage on Walmart like I did on Amazon. So for those of you that are interested in creating your own listings on Walmart, I think I will go through and make screenshots of what that looks like. Because if I share my account live, then it's public, right? So I think I'm going to do some screenshots. But when you log in to the back of your account, do you have your Walmart account open on another tab, Reno, to
Yeah,
say, like to give the path of what you click to get to that point?
sure. So you'll go into the Seller Center. You select Manage Items, which is in the right-hand side of blue button. You go Add an Item.
And then from there is where you can, it's very, I want to say for my experience, because I've listed on a lot of different platforms. For me, and I don't know what you guys think, I found it easier than making a listing on Amazon. I found it like an in between making an Etsy listing and an eBay listing. As far as format and sense of ease, um, that's the way I felt about creating my own listing on Walmart. How do you guys feel about it?
Yeah. There's good days and bad days, like I said before. Yeah. Yeah. Walmart can be easy, but then it can drag you down and you just have to walk away from it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't had to have that just yet because today was my first day creating listings. So for the most part, it went fairly smooth.
Today was a good Walmart day. Like everything was converting
Worked.
easily and quickly.
Yeah.
For me, it was interesting to watch because I have not created listings on Walmart yet, but I need to. I think one of the things, an opportunity that I see is I've got a few replenishables that are local grocery products that are not on Walmart. So I want to get those listed so that, I can get those offered on that marketplace. So it was a good learning experience for me from, Reno. Reno has the experience there and, done a lot of listing on eBay, but not on Amazon. I haven't ever created my own listing on Amazon. So
Yeah, and see, I've created probably 1,000 listings, if not more, on Amazon. So creating listings, comes naturally to me because I've done it for so long. I wanted to say what was a little easier, well, I guess a lot easier, of creating a listing on Walmart in comparison to Amazon today, like, in August of 2024, is that Amazon now, if I just want to create a listing for some other brand like my Topo Chico water, right? Or Topo Chico, I think is how you really say it. I would have to get permission from the brand or from Amazon in order to create this listing in Amazon's catalog if it didn't exist. Walmart did not stop me from doing that. I plugged in the correct UPC code, I put in the brand, I made my listing. I didn't have to have these strict permissions in creating the listing. I liked that. The other thing that you guys saw, because I shared with them live me making a listing, is that the page was jumping. I don't know what you call that. Jumping. Is there another like technical term for that?
Goes to the top. It just goes to the top.
Yeah, so I would be down towards the bottom of the page, filling in the required details in the back end of my listing. And I would fill in the line, like, let's say it was unit count, and I typed in the word one. The next box would be a drop down menu that you would choose, like count in this instance. When I put the 1 in the box, my computer screen jumped all the way back up to the top part of that listing, and I would have to hit the tab button or scroll back down to get to my drop down box and choose count. Now, I went on to make many more listings today, and it didn't do that on every single listing. Sometimes a page stayed stationary and I could just keep moving along. Then I would go to my next listing and my page might jump around. So there is definitely some glitchiness in that. The other thing I did today was I requested a G10 exemption on Walmart for my private label items that do not have barcodes. So I am trying to go through the process of figuring out how can I get a G10 exemption on Walmart. G10 exemption is just means creating a listing without a UPC code. So for those that don't know what GTIN is, it's GTIN, and it stands for Global Trademark Identification Number. And that is what a UPC code is. So the process of doing that was also fairly simple. You do not get an immediate yes or no answer. It opens a case, just like when you're in Amazon and you have a case log. So I will share next week what the result of that was. Did I get denied? Did I get approved? Was there something hoops I had to jump through? And I can take screenshots and give instructions on how you would do that. I just want to see if I'm successful first. Is there anything you guys wanted to share on any of those topics?
Oh, that was interesting, because I've never had to create a GTIN. I was talking to you before how I purchased UPCs.
Yeah.
And that's totally different than doing this.
Yeah, because Walmart's like the Wild West of how Amazon was when we would all buy barcodes on eBay. And we would use those barcodes to make any listing we felt like, even a name brand listing if we wanted to. Walmart seems to let you do that. So how long will they let you do that before restrictions come into place? I don't know. So, I want to try to start things off on the right foot and do things correctly. Just because, right? I think Amazon scars you, everyone got deactivated because they're listing under generic, or, I think maybe one day Walmart will catch up to that, possibly. I suppose if I was desperate enough and I really needed to get a listing on Walmart and I can't get that G10 exemption, or I would probably be willing to buy the barcode and go ahead and make the listing. Now you can buy actual barcodes from GS1 database, which are recognized by all the selling platforms. And if you are making a bundle under your name that you're using, you can buy it on GS1 under that name. So if they were to ever check that, that would match. Those cost $30 a barcode. And some things that some people don't realize is that you have to renew that barcode every year. So it's not like you pay $30 for it and it's one and done. You have to renew that annually, just like you renew your LLC or business paperwork. So some people don't know that, and that can get really expensive. If you have a lot of these UPC codes that you have purchased, that can add up, and then paying for them annually can add up. It's okay if it's an item that you're making a ton of money on.
Right. Yeah. I've not had to do that, but that's what I've heard about.
Yeah. So if you're interested in creating bundles on Walmart, you would need a G10 exemption for that, or you would need a UPC code. And I'm guessing, and you guys would have to tell me otherwise, if you're on Walmart and you're sharing listings with other sellers, I'm sure there's an equal form of a buy box rotation.
The Pro Seller and Walmart Fulfilled usually get the buy box first, is what I've seen. You can ask Heather too.
Yeah, and pricing comes into play as well, but it does rotate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the three of us run a listing and it's whatever the listing is, right? We're on a listing for Pop-Tarts and I'm selling it merchant fulfilled. I'm not yet a pro seller, but both of you are, and Walmart has it there at their warehouses. Right. I may never get to sell my Pop-Tarts, right? But if I'm making a bundle of 3 different Pop-Tart flavors and no one else is on my listing, it won't matter because I have no competition. And that's what always made me love making my own listings, doing my own bundles, having my own private label type of items, if you will, is because I only had to compete with myself. So either my listing was good and my idea was good, or it wasn't. But if it was good and it really took off, I'm not having to share that money with anybody. And it gets exhausting when you find a great listing and then a lot of other sellers come on it, and there's always that person or people who ruin that. Maybe you were selling it great at $19.99 and you were selling a lot. Somebody else comes on the listing and you're sharing it, you're both at $19.99. Fine, we're both still making sales. I'm maybe not selling as many as before because you're on it too, but sometimes with both of us on it, and it kept building more rank and getting more sales, I'm even selling more than I was before when it was just me on it. So it could still stay good. But then there's old Joe Schmo that comes on and he thinks it's a great idea to list it at $14.99. Right? So, that's what got draining of being on a lot of existing listings for me.
Yeah. There's not as much tanking as you have on Amazon, but sometimes people do come on. Walmart's notorious for just dropping the price. So
Walmart will go in and drop your price, even though you did not ask them to.
No, they'll drop their price. So if you're selling a Pop-Tart, they're selling a Pop-Tart.
Okay.
But because where you live, there might not be a Walmart store near there, you'll get the order.
Mm.
So if Joe Schmo lives in whatever, yeah, rare, but anyways, and that person wants to order Pop-Tarts, there's no Walmart nearby. Walmart knows you're selling it. They'll let you ship it versus them.
Okay.
So listings like that.
Yeah. One of the other things we didn't do this week is our shipping template. We've talked about, I don't know if you mentioned it on the live last week or not, Heather, or if it was off camera, but we talked about going in and creating a new shipping template for Q4. So that is something I do want us to get on doing and making some notes so we can share it with everybody else in case they want to adjust their shipping templates as well. So I want to try to remember that. I want to acknowledge you, Millennial Money Mom, if I didn't already. I see you here. And Ryan Resells, see you here. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I want to share my screen here because these were some links I found interesting. My friend and your guys' friend, Nicole, was talking about, did she need an EIN number to sell on Walmart because they are like a sole proprietor on Amazon. And I had Googled and I had found this. This is Online Seller Solutions website. Do I need an EIN to sell on Walmart? Not everybody out there is an LLC or a business. There are a lot of people that sell on Amazon as a sole proprietor and they don't have a business. So it says here, if you're planning to sell products on Walmart Marketplace, you might be wondering whether you need an employee identification number, an EIN. The answer is it depends. If you are a sole proprietor, you can use your social security number instead of an EIN. But if you are a business entity, you're required to have an EIN. I know that there has been some differences of opinion whether you need one or not. So yesterday after our live, she Googled, she's like, I'm going to do it right now. So she Googles getting an EIN. She starts filling out all of the questions. And towards the end, it's wanting her to pay over $300. She says, do you have to pay like $300 and something for an EIN? I said, no. And I said, what kind of site are you on? I'm like, you need to be on the irs.gov. So she's like, thank God you were here with me. She goes, because I might have paid for that. So for those of you who want or need an EIN, I wanted to share that message with you. Go on irs.gov, and that is where you fill out the application for an EIN. It costs nothing, and you get this number instantly. So I wanted to let people know that.
Same thing with you're trying to form an LLC. Be really careful. Your top search results are going to be sponsored, paid, people that are going to want to charge you to do that when you could get on your state website and do that yourself. So yeah, be careful not to spend extra money that you don't need to.
Yeah. And, you know, and a lot of time people don't know. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. And so I thought that was a really important message to share. Ryan says that he was told by Walmart prior to applying they don't allow sole proprietors, but that might have changed. You know, and I don't know either, Ryan. I really don't know. Since I was already an LLC, it wasn't a concern of mine, but I know a lot of people watching aren't. And I don't know how old this little article, it says it's from February 9th of 2024. I'm not familiar with online seller solutions. So, look, the internet doesn't always tell the truth, right? But I did find that. So for anybody out there, if you've gotten a Walmart account without an EIN and just under your social security number, let us know, because it's nice to share that knowledge. And I also found, based on last week, and Ryan brought it up because Nicole was asking in the chat about, can you sell collectible items or like used items? And I found this article from Walmart. Millennial Money Mom says, yes, you can be a sole proprietor if you have an EIN. On Walmart is what you're talking about, I guess, because usually sole proprietor, you just always use a social security number. Anyway, we will find out. She did get an EIN, but Walmart didn't recognize it. So she filled out her application and it wasn't recognizing her EIN. And we just assumed it was because she just got it. So of course it's not updated with the IRS. So she tried to finish her application again today, and she still got that same warning. So I don't know if it's going to be a matter of her opening up a case to get her Walmart account, or if it's just a matter of it's too new and it's going to take the IRS some time to get all of that, published for when they look it up. And Mike says, good info on filing your own LLC. I learned $500 later. I could have done it myself. And then they wanted to charge me to refile. Yeah. And again, when you don't know, you don't know. And that's just the thing. When it comes to business, I don't feel like enough people on YouTube talk about this part of it. They want to talk about all the exciting stuff, and which is good too. But there's these things that can save a lot of us a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Also, when you do your paperwork for an LLC, it does cost money to file it with your state. So there are fees associated with it. But a lot of these companies charge you a fee and those state type of fees. I can't remember what it is. I feel like when I renew my LLC every year, and it may vary by state, I think for me, it's almost $500 a year annually for my business.
I never have renewed it.
And I have to renew mine every year. It's required.
Yeah. And it cost $150 to apply to get it processed, but I did through the accountant, and we've never had to renew the LLC.
Oh, see, and isn't that interesting? Because I have to renew mine annually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll have to look. I think mine might be every 3 years, but I need to look.
Yeah. So that's another thing is find out what your state requires. Every state is going to be different. And then also I have to have a registered, it's called something. I'm drawing a blank on it. A something agent.
Like a registered agent.
And maybe it's just a registered agent. The business has to have that. So the original lady who helped me do my paperwork for the LLC, because I wasn't quite sure how to fill it out. And I want to say there are a lot of lawyers that do YouTube videos on how to do it, how to fill out this paperwork. And there are the filing fees with your state. I think it's just called a registered agent. Well, I had to pay her $75 to be my registered agent on record. And I did that for a couple of years. Then by watching one of those lawyer videos on LLCs, I just watched it because I was trying to help somebody with their paperwork for an LLC. I saw the lawyer say that you can be your own registered agent on your paperwork.
Yeah.
So when it was time to renew the next year, my LLC, I just changed the registered agent from her to me. And it saved me the $75 of paying her for that. So that is something else to keep in mind when you get to that part of your LLC.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like Ryan said, it was $150 and it was a one-time fee, but then I pay monthly the taxes every month on it.
Okay. So, and I do my taxes. You're talking sales tax.
Sales tax, Ohio yes. Only. Yeah.
And I file mine quarterly and I do it online. So since I live in the state of Nevada, the website for me is called Silver Flume. So it's Silver Flume, and silver because it's a silver state. So I don't. So anyway, it's called Silver Flume, and that is the site where I pay my annual business license fee, and where I can file my sales tax. Now I can file it monthly or I can do it quarterly, and I opt for quarterly. So it all falls in line where I pay my quarterly IRS taxes to the government, and then I file my quarterly sales tax for my business. And I always claim zero, that I have zero sales tax, because my CPA said that if I had a brick and mortar store here and I'm collecting sales tax at my business, then I have to remit that sales tax monthly. But since I'm an online retailer and Amazon always collected our sales tax and remits it to the states that it goes to, I don't have to do that. I had called my state sales tax department a few years ago, verified all of that, and they said that that is correct. For my state on Amazon, there is the certificate that in your tax settings, I had to download. I think there's only 3 states that you have to have this certificate, and I'm one of them. So I had to download that and upload that to my state as far as my sales tax goes. So most of you will not have that. My guess is Walmart does the same, but I don't know, but I would assume they do.
Yeah, they collect the tax. If you have a website, that's totally different. And that's where I get taxed, is on my website.
Because you're selling things on your website. So you're collecting now for people who do have their own website like you're only collecting sales tax from people that live in your state of Ohio.
Correct.
If I bought it from the state of Nevada, there's no sales tax involved.
No sales tax at all, just Ohio.
Okay. Interesting. And what kind of software do you use to track that for a personal website?
BigCommerce, which is a website that provides it's like GoDaddy. They provide a website for you. So you build it, they post it, they charge the customers 6.75. I think it's 6.75 now in Ohio. 7.25, but whatever it is, they adjust it, they charge it, it goes into your account, your responsibility to pay it.
Yes. Yeah, I used to have 2 stores here in my city, and I used to have to pay my
you
sales
understand that. Yeah. You got to put the money away. It's not yours.
Yeah. Now, do you do a sales tax in your state, Heather?
Yes. Like I pay the sales tax quarterly. I pay, my income, state income tax thing quarterly, the estimated. And then I don't pay anything on the sales tax.
Same as that.
But
you have to file it still, though. Don't you still have to file that?
Yes, but only once a year.
Once a year. Interesting.
Yeah. I was surprised by that because I thought it was quarterly. And then I finally got on the phone with them and they're like, well, because you never collect any, it's going to be annual and you just have to certify once a year that it's that way.
Tina, you want to look at Ryan's last comment and read it out loud.
Yeah. This is true. I am not. I'm just saying what I do. I am not giving sales tax advice because everybody does need to to deal with their own CPA, how you do your taxes. And Mike says marketplace facilitator tax depends on the state. So yeah, that's something, I'm going to be utilizing my onboarding coach. Right now, she is in San Francisco for this big Walmart conference that is going on right now. In fact, somebody in our Facebook group is also at this conference. And in a few weeks, I've invited her to come on this show to talk about everything that she learned and gleaned from all of their stage presentations and everything that Walmart is sharing. So I'm super excited to have her come tell us about everything. She's another Heather, a different Heather. And so I also wanted to share my screen when we were talking about collectibles. So there are some people out there like my friend Nicole, who does sell collectible toys. They are brand new, still in their original boxes. They're just collectible because maybe they were made in 1980, right? You can't get them anymore. So I know Ryan said that it was an invite only, and there is a Walmart pre-owned program overview. And just like Ryan had told us last week, Walmart pre-owned is an invite only program. If you have not been invited to enroll, the following information is not relevant to you. So what I'd like to know is, how do you get invited, right? Like, how would they even know to invite you unless you could tell them like, hey, I happen to, have these kind of items. So I would think, and I don't know, when you sign up for Walmart and you have your onboarding coach, I think I would tell them, hey, I'm interested in this. How can I get invited to this? And possibly, look, if you'd like to apply, look, I'm answering my own question. If you'd like to apply or be considered for the pre-owned program, see Walmart pre-owned, how to apply. So you would have to be somebody that you sell things, say like Nicole, that it would make sense for you to want to apply. For the most part, I think if you're selling pre-owned stuff, just sell it on eBay and Mercari. I think it would really need to be something worthy to be putting on Walmart. But I wanted people to know that it is possible.
Do you want me? I could show you what the email looks like.
Oh, you got invited for it?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm sure I did too.
We don't get to.
I'm sure you did. I have till the end of September to do it or not.
I would go ahead. Why not? Because the thing is, maybe you don't do that now, but what if in the future you do? Because as you know, you never know what kinds of things can come in your path.
Right.
Yeah. The only reason I haven't is just because the seller protections aren't in place yet on Walmart.
I sent it over to you, Tina.
But if you accept it, that doesn't mean that they are giving you a certain amount of time that you must like oblige and start selling used items.
Yeah, agree.
This is only collectibles, nothing to do with used.
Okay, collectibles.
Yeah, collectibles like trading cards, books,
stamps, coins.
Yeah, it says enroll participating pre-owned items too. I guess must be pre-owned. So I guess collectible could be pre-owned. My VCR is collectible.
Heather has a Sony, I heard, that might be collectible.
Yeah. Untested.
See, the thing is like, you maybe don't plan on doing that. You're maybe afraid because there's no protections in place, right? Like all of these things. But my point is if they're inviting you, accept it. Get approved for everything that you can, because you never know if down the line you might want to do that. That was always my attitude on Amazon. I got ungated for every brand that I possibly could, especially when there was a big like auto ungating going on. And it's like, hurry, Amazon is auto ungating in this. I maybe never sold it. I wasn't even planning to. But if I can get auto ungated in it, you better believe I'm going to, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what kind of things that are out there in your future that you might stumble upon and be able to, have this great mass amount of it. And you're like, oh man, and now it's impossible to get in on this. I was approved for Nike, and then Nike, years later was shut down to everybody, but I was grandfathered in. I could sell LOL dolls. I could sell all of these things because when my opportunity came and I clicked yes, it was there for me. And so I'll, that's why I could sell like everything. Nicole mentioned yesterday in our video that she ran across this bin of brand new in-box Monster High dolls that are discontinued at $2 a pop. You know, she didn't know last year she was going to run into those dolls at $2 a pop. So yeah, if they invite you to anything, you click that I accept button.
I think I'm going to do it. Thank you.
Yeah. It's on my to-do list, Tina.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you do it.
0% referral fees.
There you go.
Okay.
How do you beat that?
Now there's an incentive.
Yeah. But then do you name everything collectible?
We don't know yet because you haven't started doing it to tell us.
I got a Beyblade. Do I name it collectible? Because Beyblades, it's hard to find them, so
could be.
Then it keeps everybody off the list.
Yep. And then it's collectible. You have 0 fees. And then look, we may be onto something. There may be a loophole.
Yeah. All right. I'm signing up.
You're welcome. So that was really all I had to share as far as I go this week on Walmart. For my first true full week, I have now made, I think it was 8 listings by the time I finished today. I created 8 listings from scratch. I applied GTIN exemption for my private label item. And I think that was a pretty successful week because I did all that just today. So I didn't focus my efforts on Walmart all week. So for those of you watching, and we're going to do this Walmart Wednesday show, I will be selling on Walmart. I also sell quite a bit on eBay, and I do a lot of coaching and Amazon account management. So I'm doing lots of different income, streams of income. And right now, because of closing out my Amazon business, I've had a lot going on, like liquidating and getting rid of some Amazon inventory, getting approved for Walmart, having my onboarding, and now outsourcing and listing on eBay. So what I've been doing is dedicating 1 day a week to one stream of income. And Wednesday for right now is my Walmart day. As I get caught up on all of it, I will be able to give more days to Walmart, more days to eBay than I am right now. But right now they're getting 1 full day of my attention. I'd like to know how you guys are tackling your Walmart business.
For me, really about, April, May is when I decided that I was going to take Walmart more seriously. And I really wanted to increase that as an income stream as opposed to just getting rid of the Amazon leftovers. So for me, just getting that cadence of trying to get a shipment in once a week to WFS, that's so important, as we know, with Amazon. And then also expanding my sourcing so that I'm sourcing for Walmart instead of just listing the leftovers on Walmart. So both of those things combined have been helping me steadily grow. It's a slow growth, but it's working. And so I'd say, sourcing wise, I think that'll be probably a early question for a lot of people is when I'm in stores now, if I'm doing RA in a store, then I'm scanning for both Amazon and Walmart for things. And, looking at each, see what looks better. Am I going to buy 6 units and split them between the 2? Or am I just going to source for Amazon or just for Walmart? So that's one way I'm adding. And sometimes things that, are tanked on Amazon are still really good on Walmart with 2 competitors or 6 competitors. So it's a little bit different. So, and also brands that you might be gated in on Amazon, don't forget to scan those too, because those can be really good on Walmart.
That's a good tip. Yeah, that's a really good tip.
Yeah. So, and I think those are, because consumers are still going to want things that third-party sellers can't sell anymore on Amazon. So think about your things think about all the cosmetic brands that, everybody's been suddenly restricted in. Walmart might be a good place for those toy brands that you either have toy compliance issues or
like bringing up LOL doll. Like I've said, people have been able to sell LOL for years. I've always been able to sell LOL on Amazon, but for all those that can't, I'm guessing you can sell it on Walmart.
You can.
See?
Yes.
Selling on Walmart, LOL.
Yeah. So where you were outsourcing for Amazon in the store, and you might have said, oh, there's these great deals on these LOL dolls, but I can't sell that. If you were thinking, like Heather said, take that time to say, are they selling well on Walmart? Is their sell-through rate on eBay? Sure, it takes a little bit more time because you're checking 3 different platforms on your phone, but you might have passed up a financial money-making opportunity because you didn't check on eBay and Walmart. Now you might have left the store with just a certain amount of things for Amazon when you could have maybe been part of the full cart gang and had a full cart, because a lot of these things that you were passing up on Amazon would have been viable to sell on the other marketplaces.
Yeah. And, clearance items have been really good, a good place to start for me sourcing for Walmart, including the Walmart aisle. And, your discount stores. My local grocery store has clearance items a lot. So I've got some kitchen items that I've gotten for like $1 or $2 that I'm selling, really well on multiple SKUs on Walmart. Also with OA, I'm trying to challenge myself to, again, slow down and then look at that item for both. I'm using my Amazon sourcing tools, but if I see something that's deeply discounted and I think it's a good item, then I'll take a look at Walmart as well. And especially if I'm going to buy it for Amazon, is it also on Walmart? So I can, instead of buying 10, maybe I buy 15 and split the quantity.
So some can be on Walmart, some can be on Amazon. So you're taking both. If you use Keepa, Keepa has the little tabs above it. Keepa does link to eBay. I don't know if you knew that or not. Some people don't pay attention to that. It would be cool if it linked to Walmart too, Yeah, I would definitely like to see a little bit more Walmart tools out there. However, that could be a real opportunity for Walmart sellers because there isn't many tools available for Walmart yet. Because once you do learn what sells well, everybody and their mother out there doesn't have those same type of sourcing tools to pull up that same type of information and data. So it makes it kind of nice because you maybe secretly found this, popcorn seasoning that does great on Walmart, but since there's not these tools to scrub Walmart's site really well to figure out like, oh, this seller sells this popcorn seasoning like crazy, now all 10 of us are going to get on it too. So with lack of tools can be opportunity as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I do use the Martyr app and Chrome extension on desktop to help with that sourcing. So I found that helpful. But
okay, so I got that app.
Yeah.
I haven't really had a chance to use it yet. Do you use the Martyr app while on Walmart or on any site?
Walmart.
While on Walmart.
Yeah.
I want to show what this app looks like. I'm going
use it to source for Walmart. You can use it on any site. So if you're sourcing online, you can be on any web page. You can be on Dick's Sporting Goods, and you can call up Martyr. You can activate that Chrome extension, and then you can either search by product name or UPC, and it'll find the listings on Walmart.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Let's show people what that looks like.
Sure.
So here we are on Walmart, and what should we type in?
You can go anywhere. You can go on Amazon and look at a product. It makes no difference.
Look at, here is Hello Kitty slides. Well, they might not have Walmart brand. What if we can do, what would be, toys would be a department we would look at. How about Teenage Mutant Toys?
Could have done LOL dolls.
Last year I did really good with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. So I'm on this page. Now, is this the Martyr app or that one?
You got to open up.
Pick any listing.
You need to
I got to pick a listing to use it. Okay. So we'll pick the first guy. Okay. Look, now I have to share my, so hold on, I haven't used it on this computer yet. So hopefully I can even log in.
If not, one of us could do it.
Yeah, because I put it on my laptop, but.
I sent it to you, the info, under private.
Okay. Thank you.
At least that should be the one. At least I think it is. Yeah.
Does it require a password? We're about to find out.
Just an email address.
Okay. All right. We're in. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again in case someone hasn't ever heard of this or used it. I at least want to show you what it looks like. So when you click Martyr, you log in with your email. I really got to get rid of this thing. All right. I like my Rakuten. I just don't like it covering stuff. So here we are, and it shows the item, the UPC code, dimensions. I'm guessing this is who has the buy box.
It's a seller right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 17 sellers. Here's already the fees plugged in. So here I would plug in what it's going to cost me.
Right.
Yep.
So obviously this is not going to be a Walmart to Walmart flip.
It can be. Find it on sale for $2.
It could be. It
Right.
could be in the clearance aisle for $2-3 in store, even though it's selling online for that higher price.
Just put in $2.
Yep.
Right. So if I got it for $2, I'm going to make $4.88. And is this as a Walmart fulfillment center profit, or is this a merchant fulfilled profit?
That is WFS.
That's sending it in.
Sending it in. So would I save the $3.45 if I was merchant fulfilling it?
Yeah, but then how much are you going to cost to ship that?
That's right. Well, because I would have to, if I'm going to use this tool and be a merchant fulfilled seller, I need to know how to reverse math it, right?
You can make it
Toggle.
Yeah, you can toggle.
Now, I see that we can see that on Amazon it sells for $9.97, so it's cheaper on Amazon. So since I automatically can know that because I see this up here, I knew I wasn't going to profit. I just wanted to plug it in. You could see that, here you would be in the negative. I like that it gives us a link to Google, so we can see if we find it online cheaper. It gives us the link to eBay. And of course, Amazon.
Yep.
What I'd like to know, like with Keepa, I can see that there are 17 sellers on Keepa, but I can also see what their stock level is.
Scroll down.
Okay. Okay. So here are the sellers and here's their stock level. So the way I used to, and the way I use Keepa is that if I know it sells 57 a month and I kind of want to have an idea of how many all these guys have in stock. So based at a glance of what I see here, it's going to take 2 to 3 months to sell out of these. So sometimes that makes me decide if I want to sell them, but also some of these guys are priced a lot higher. So my true competition is really only these lower priced guys. And so then that makes it maybe less than a 3-month supply, as long as these guys are still holding out for the higher dollar.
And only 2 of those sellers are WFS. So,
and how do you know that?
Because the far right column tells you that.
Oh, okay. Seller fulfilled. Okay, perfect. And so I'm also competing as a seller fulfilled against this WFS sellers. Yes. And the green one is that guy that has the buy box.
Yes.
Got it.
And there's no guarantee those people have that.
Okay. Toy Whiz. I know Toy Whiz from Amazon. They're on everything.
Mm-hmm. They're on Walmart a lot.
Yeah.
But this is a good example where if you are in the Walmart clearance aisle, you want to scan with your Walmart
Martyr app.
Just the plain old Walmart consumer app.
Okay.
Okay. And see what the price is. So if you've got that toy and it's stickered $2, you want to see what it's selling for online at Walmart. So Walmart may say, in your store, it's priced at $2, available online from other sellers starting at $12.15. So that's how you can look for Walmart to Walmart flips in the Walmart's clearance aisle.
Okay, but you're not sure how well it's selling, but you are sure that you'll be profitable.
I would then go into the Martyr app and then check it there and look for estimated sales and number of sellers and seller stock and all of that.
Okay.
And if you look at reviews, that gives you a better idea too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly, every 1 reviews is 100 sales, supposedly.
Yeah. Okay. And then Ryan says he sent me the minimum qualification to join Walmart. So I'll definitely check that out. And he says my Amazon competition is Toy Whiz. Yeah, they've been around for years. For years, they've been on all of the toy listings. A toy tip that I have coming up for Q4, in case no one's ever thought about this, is every toy collection, like say those Ninja Turtle toys, they come in a case pack to Walmart, and there's usually 4 styles of most of these toy packs. Like with any little action figure, usually they come in 4 different choices. And when Walmart gets their box, there's always one that's like a short, because a more popular one, there's going to be 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of this one, and only 1 of that 4th one. The toy that ends up selling for the highest dollar amount is always that short, because it's harder to get. And a lot of the kids, they want all of them. They want the whole team of the action figure, you know. They want all of the Ninja Turtles, even that least popular one, because they want them all. And so when you are in the store looking at the toys, try to figure out what the short is. It's usually really easy to figure out if, you know, Walmart has just like their stocker has just put everything up. You will know which one is the one that there's only one of. Then that's where you find your winner. And then you can go around to every Walmart in town and buy that short right up.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And did you guys have anything else to for us to maybe discuss today, or that I've left out? Or because we're coming to the end of our time. If anybody has any questions, and I'll see if I can get on Discord on this computer.
I didn't know if you were going to somewhere down the road talk about advertising and teaching that.
Well, I will, but first I have to learn how to do advertising on the Walmart marketplace. Okay, I got these links here from Ryan, so I can share those really quick. Thank you for sending me that. Okay, so I will share my entire screen so I can just go from tab to tab here. So what Ryan sent is, this is the Getting Started with Walmart page. So it's marketplace.walmart.com/about-Walmart-marketplace/. I say this because if people watching the replay, they might want to know how to get to this. So this is what their requirements are. And so this obviously comes right from Walmart, not from a third-party website that I found. So Social Security number is not accepted. So there we have it. So you do have to have business tax ID, Social Security not accepted, or business license number. So you need a business tax ID or a business license number. So again, so if you are a sole proprietor, but you got an EIN, can your business name be your name? Because I know individuals without an LLC are getting into Walmart. Okay, and this other tab is tax classifications and documentation. So if you're a US-based seller with an EIN and your country of incorporation is the US, your tax classification is W-9. So they may want documentation of that.
Ryan said something about scrolling down, but that overview on that one.
On this page or the first page?
Yeah, which page, Ryan? First one or the second one? Overview on that one. I don't know what that means. See, now he's on the other end when he's usually doing the videos.
I know, yeah. And it's like he's like, it's right there.
Right there. Can't you see it? Second page overview.
All right, so which one said overview? This one or the other one? I don't remember which one said overview. This one. Okay. And he said which one? It was the second one, the W8.
Well, he said second page, which you're on the second page overview. Oh, then he says first page, scroll down.
So
you gotta make up his mind. I know he's gonna rip into me later. So first page, keep scrolling. I guess he hasn't said anything.
I'm trying to scan read as I look too.
Now he's getting smiles and emojis.
That's okay. You guys can find it.
Yeah.
You can read it. But I just want people to know who can't get in, at least what it is that you truly do need. And since Nicole is doing it as not being an LLC, but as an individual, she can be our case study for sure. Oh, hey, Nate. So I didn't know if you've been with us from the beginning, Nate, or if you came in a little bit late.
No, he took a nap.
He took a nap. I will say probably the most fun part was the Martyr app. And as we get going on, my journey, as I get kind of caught up with everybody else, I'd like to maybe dedicate a whole hour to using the Martyr app and see if we can't find some good things to flip on Walmart, especially using it on some other sites and give it a shot, to try to do some leads in real time.
Why don't we do that next time? There was an announcement that came out today, and there's a bunch of new updates to Martyr. Yeah. So I'd like to read through those and play with it a little bit, and then for sure between Reno and I, we can do some live sourcing with Martyr and go through some of that.
Yep. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
and then it can give me a rest from having to talk so much.
Good job.
Talk, Tina. We like it.
Yeah.
All right. So next week on Wednesday, we don't go live because we're doing it every other week. So those of you who are watching, just know that we do this every other week. So next Wednesday, we won't be here. The week after that, we will. And we will spend the whole hour doing online sourcing with the Martyr app. So make sure you come back and join us for that and see if we can find anything good for us all.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be September 11th.
Oh, how ironic. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. And thank you, Heather and Reno, as always. I always appreciate your company here. And Ryan, Nate, Millennial Money Mom, thank you for always hanging out. And Mike as well. Thanks for being here. And we look forward to seeing you guys in a couple weeks.
Sounds good, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks.